No one would believe me if I told them. The Over the Rainbow Hotel, indeed. Yellow Brick Road, Munchkins, Wizard. I haven't taken such a strange trip since the 70s. Perhaps someone slipped me some LSD.
It was real, Julian, all of it. Now, hurry! Timmy has to get back to Harmony, because there's no telling what the zombie will do to her.
Something tells me Timmy is no stranger to LSD. Zombies, demons, people encased in ice.
Timmy's not making it up, Julian. It's all true.
The wizard said to be very afraid. He said death awaits you when you find the demon's beak.
It's the demon's horn, and Timmy's not afraid. The most important thing to Timmy is saving Charity.
Yes, so you keep saying.
If Julie wants to come along, fine. But Timmy's on a mission to save the real Charity. Come on, Toto.
All right, I'm coming. I better stay close to the little wacko. I can't risk anyone finding out I'm still alive until my killer's been dealt with.
What are you up to, Nick?
Collecting more proof on who Diana really is.
You still think she's the Sheridan Crane?
I don't think, Stanley. I know. This is definitely her. Here, take a look. I've done some more research.
This is a newspaper story on how Sheridan Crane was lost when her boat exploded.
That's right, and it was about the same time Brian told me he fished Diana out of the ocean.
Oh, so she didn't drown. She got amnesia and called herself Diana.
Yeah. Brian's Diana is Sheridan Crane, and neither one of them knows it.
Oh, water was like a bath. It was so warm and wonderful.
You're warm and wonderful. I'm never gonna let you go. Still can't believe how close I came to losing you.
Oh, you don't have to think about it. It's over.
Well, I can't help but think about it. I mean, you were actually willing to go away with Nick to keep me from racing cars again.
Racing cars could kill you. Besides, I'm the one who owes Nick. I don't want you putting your life on the line just to pay off my debt.
You know what? We'll talk about that stuff later. Just please don't scare me like that again. Telling me that you don't care about me.
It's the hardest thing I ever had to do. I know how much I love you.
Like you said, it's over. I'm not gonna let anyone ever take you away from me again, and if they ever tried, I'd kill them.
We've got to get Teresa and the baby to the hospital immediately. They're both in severe distress.
Everyone freeze!
All right, now look. We've got a woman and a newborn baby who are in danger of dying here. We need to get them to the hospital right away.
Look, save it for a judge. We have orders to apprehend an escaped felon and or accomplice.
That's what we're going to do.
No, please, my baby
Take
could
one
die!
more step and we'll shoot!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Here, according to this newspaper article, they did DNA tests on Sheridan Crane's body. She was positively identified, and she was positively dead.
Come on, Stan, you know the world better than that. And I know the reputations of Alistair and Julian Crane. They're heartless bastards. If they wanted to look like Sheridan was dead, they have the power to make that happen.
She was Alice's daughter and Julian's sister. Why would they want her dead?
I'm not saying they wanted her dead. Maybe they just wanted to look like she was dead.
I don't get it. Why?
I don't know, but if I keep digging, I might find out. The important thing is, Stan, we know she's very much alive.
Who's this guy in the picture with her?
That's her fiance. Was her fiance. Stan, can you imagine what would happen if this guy and Brian came face to face? Brian would kill this guy before he let Sheridan go back with him. I mean it, Dinah. If anyone ever tried to take you away from me again, I swear I'd kill him.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm never going to let anyone come between us again.
Good. Because that's all that matters. The rest is behind us.
No, it's not. You still owe Nick a lot of money, and he made it very clear that he's going to collect.
I told you not to worry about that.
I know what you told me, but I hate the thought of you racing again.
I've already made a call to the guy that I used to race for. Now look, I used to make this guy a lot of money. I'm sure he's already got a car waiting on me.
Brian, you got into an accident that almost killed you. I can't stand the thought of you putting yourself in any kind of danger for me. I mean, that's why I almost went away with Nick, to stop you from doing this.
And that is the most selfless thing that anyone has probably ever done for me in my entire life. But I cannot think of another way to make that much money to be able to pay Nick back, and I do not want Nick's guys coming after you.
No, but...
No buts. I'm gonna take care of this.
What if you wind up dead?
Turn over the fugitive now.
Okay, you can forget about it, right? You're not taking my sister anywhere.
Luis, hold on. Guys, listen. I'm Chief of Police Sam Bennett, Harmony PD. All right, this woman needs to get to a hospital right away.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eve Russell. Teresa is my patient. Now, she and her baby are in desperate need of immediate medical care.
We have orders to take her in.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to shoot me first.
Don't make me shoot you, sir.
Now, let's hold on here a second. Luis is one of my officers. We can't let you take the prisoner in. Now, if this woman doesn't get to a hospital right now, she could die, and so could her baby.
Dr. Russell, Teresa's passed out again.
You have got to let us get to that helicopter. This woman is in danger of dying.
Look, ma'am, I'm not going to disobey orders. This woman is a convicted murderer, and she's going to state prison. And I've got orders, and I'm going to follow.
What are your orders? Were they signed by the governor?
Look, we gotta get Teresa to the hospital now.
Hey, you can stay out of this. You're in enough trouble.
Why is he in trouble?
Because he matches the description of the man that helped Teresa Crane escape.
This wasn't an escape.
Now, it's not an escape. What do you call it then?
When Dr. Eve Russell discovered that Teresa had a serious medical condition, I gave Ethan permission to bring Teresa up here to try to prevent a premature birth.
Yes, that's right. I thought it was too stressful at the hospital with guards hovering over her. So I wanted her to have someplace quiet before she delivered. And now that she has delivered, she needs immediate hospital care.
The baby. There's something wrong with the baby.
Look! There's a sign. It says there's a bus station 2 miles ahead.
Why would that interest us?
This is perfect. Timmy and Julian can get where they're going with a bus.
Good Lord, a bus? I doubt if any Crane has ever taken a bus. Sinking to a new low in this little road trip of ours.
A bus will get Timmy where he's going a lot faster. And besides, Timmy doesn't have time to walk all the way.
There has to be some other way.
There is no other way. But Timmy gave all of the munchkins. So, does Julian have any money for the bus fare?
Well, I should certainly hope so. Wait a minute. My wallet. Where is it? Those Munchkin women.
What's your rush? Stay and have a drink with us.
Oh, yes, I've always been up for new experiences.
And a whole lot more. 6 hands and 3 sets of lips.
Mercy. They ruled me.
Huh?
I've been hoodwinked by Munchkins. I have a good mind to report them to the Wicked Witch of the West and have her crash her house down on those little harlots.
It was Dorothy's house that crash landed, not the Wicked Witches.
Never mind that. We have to go back. I have to get my wallet. We can't do anything without money, not even buy bus fare.
Timmy kisses Julian. Timmy have to go back. What happened to those yellow bricks?
It's gone.
Where?
You're asking me? This is your fantastic voyage.
Well, Timmy thinks he and Julian should go back the way they came. It's not very far.
Will this ever be over?
Dios mío, please. Please let them find Teresa before it's too late.
If they don't, she'll die, and we'll be rid of her sooner.
Ivy, I want to thank you for telling Sam where to find Ethan and Teresa. You might have saved my daughter's life.
I didn't do it for Teresa. I did it for my son. Your daughter has caused nothing but trouble and heartache and pain for Ethan, and she is still doing it. He could lose everything. He could go to jail because of her.
I know my daughter has made a lot of mistakes, Ivy. I don't condone what she's done. And everything she has done, she did for love. She loves Ethan very much.
What difference does it make, Pilar, whether she did it out of love or hate? The consequences are the same. Teresa is poison. One way or another, we'll be rid of her. She'll be out of our lives very soon.
I am warning you, Rebecca. You say one more word against my daughter, and I will tear you apart.
Ooh, touchy.
I know that you take great pleasure in seeing my daughter's life in danger. In fact, if I didn't know any better, I might think that you were somehow behind it all. You are just that evil.
He doesn't seem to be breathing. He's in shock. He needs a respirator.
Look, you have to let us get him to the hospital.
Please, officer, lower your gun and let us pass.
We're running out of time.
Man, we'd have to call headquarters to change our orders.
Can't you just forget about your orders? Don't you see that there's something more important here? There are 2 lives that are at stake. Do you want to have the responsibility of this baby's death? Or this woman's?
All right, you can get him to the hospital. But I'm coming with you. Radio headquarters and tell them what's going on.
All right.
Please, God, let us get there on time.
this was some sort of bizarre dream.
No! It was real! And now it's gone. It's disappeared.
So is my wallet.
Time is running out. Look!
What?
There's our answer.
Oh no. Anything but that.
Man, I knew the Cranes were rich, but I never thought they were this rich.
Blows your mind, doesn't it? They own most of New England, and their overseas interests are major moneymakers.
No wonder it was so easy for Sheridan to gamble away all that money.
People who grow up around this kind of money, Stan, just take it for granted. I mean, this gambling debt is peanuts to her. Even with amnesia, she's spending money like she did in her former life.
Must be nice.
Stan, can you imagine the size of Sheridan Crane's trust fund?
That's gotta be huge.
Yeah, huge. Certainly big enough for me to enjoy life for a very long time.
Hey, wait, you're not thinking. Oh, you are thinking. Oh, no, forget it, Nick. You'll never get her away from Brian.
You're right. Not as long as Brian's alive.
Hey, Brian, I'm glad you're back. I just took a phone message for you.
Oh, yeah? Who called?
Guy named Greg Foreman.
Great. That's the owner of the car that I used to drive for. What'd he say?
Well, he said he was happy to hear from you and that you were the best driver he ever had, but that he already had contracts with drivers for the rest of the year.
So he doesn't have a car for me?
No. He said maybe next year.
Damn it.
I'm relieved.
So am I.
Look, there's still time to come up with the money for Nick. I'll think of something.
I need to make some more phone calls. I know some more owners. Maybe they can get the word out that I'm gonna get back on the circuit. I'll find a car. I'm sure of it. Look, don't be so worried about this, okay? I'm gonna win one race. That's all I need, and then I'll pay off your debt to Nick, and then I'm finished with racing. I'm done. I promise you.
What's happening? Is that okay?
Teresa's had the baby. It's a boy, but they're both in serious condition.
Oh, listen, don't worry. He's called in a specialist, and they're gonna do everything they can to save him, right?
Dios mío. Oh, Dios mío.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to try. Unless poor Teresa dies right here, right now. What a shame.
I want you to get Dr. Andrews in here and find me a nurse. I need a full blood panel and we need a respirator on the baby. I want to be with me. I know, Flora. I know.
How did it come to this? What did I do to deserve it?
Timmy thinks Julian's getting up pretty easy for all the bad things he's done.
It was a rhetorical question. Besides, I don't need commentary on my life from some kid. Thank you very much. What are you looking at?
Timmy doesn't know how far this truck is going to take him. Doesn't Julian have any skills to make money? Timmy and Julian need money.
I could always go back to being a short order cook.
You're going to zip it, you understand? You're not going to tell anyone in Harmony I'm alive. Not a soul.
Timmy won't tell. If Julian wants to keep it secret, he won't tell anyone. thinks that's a bad idea. Isn't there anything Julian can do?
I was an excellent polo player in my youth.
How does that help Timmy and Julian make money?
It can't. I'm too well known in the polo world. It'd be too risky. I was on the college wrestling team.
Julian doesn't have any skills to make money?
But just what are your skills, smarty pants, besides making those martini concoctions?
Timmy's just a boy.
So the baby was already born when you got there?
Yeah. Ethan and Gwen delivered the baby.
A grandson. I have a grandson. Well, we have to pray that he lives. We have to pray that Teresa lives too.
Thank you too, Sam. Thanks for not telling those troopers that Teresa'd escaped.
I couldn't let him take Teresa. I mean, we know she wouldn't have had a chance.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
Gwen, where did you go? I went to, I had to go find an ER nurse to get a bandage.
A bandage? For what? Gwen, oh my goodness. Gwen, what happened to you?
I would really rather not talk about it right now.
Not talk about it. What? You bled all over your blouse. What happened?
I was... Teresa stabbed me in the back.
Well, yeah, I know she did more than once, but... No, you mean she actually really stabbed you?
But, I mean, it wasn't her fault. She had a psychotic episode from the preeclampsia.
Oh, my poor baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I got that little tramp, the nerve of her. Look, we have to get you admitted into the hospital. You're wounded.
No, Mother, it's not that bad. And we have other things to worry about right now.
Like what?
Like Teresa and her baby. They may not live.
Oh, yeah, them. But, you know, I do feel kind of bad about a baby dying. I do. But Teresa, I could care less. In fact, I don't even know why they're trying so hard to save her. Because if she doesn't die here, she's just going to die in the death chamber. And I say good riddance.
Mother.
Ethan, I am so relieved you're back and safe. I was so worried about you.
I'm fine.
No, you're not, Ethan. You helped a convicted felon escape. Do you realize what that will do to you, to your life? You certainly will end up in jail for helping that girl. You'll probably lose your license to practice law. Teresa has been trouble since the moment she darkened our door. That girl has ruined your life.
Look, would you just calm down? Keep it down. The state troopers are here. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to be arrested because my father covered for me.
Sam, you covered for Ethan.
Well, I got him off temporarily, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens from here.
Dr. Russell.
How's my Teresa? We have her stabilized. She's weak, but she's alive, and I believe she's gonna be fine.
She's gonna be okay?
What about the baby? Is the baby all right?
The baby's not doing so well.
He's gonna make it though, right?
Well, we've called in a neonatal specialist, and we're gonna do everything that we can. But we lost a lot of critical time getting the baby to the hospital. He's not as strong as his mother. He's having a more difficult time.
I know I don't have a chance with Sheridan as long as Brian's alive. That can be fixed.
What are you gonna do? Shoot him?
No, that would be too obvious. And too easy to trace back to me. And I don't want Sheridan to hate me. I want her to like me. So, it has to look like an accident of some kind. Something nobody would suspect was foul play.
Like what?
Didn't Brian swear he would pay Sheridan's gambling debt?
Yeah, so?
So that means Brian's going back to racing cars. Remember, he almost died in that last crash. Maybe he won't get so lucky this time around.
I know you don't want to hear it, but I still think that there's some way that I can come up with the money to pay Nick.
You're right, I don't want to hear it.
Look, Brian, even though he's not sure how he remembers me, he seemed convinced that I was someone with money. If that's true, then I can just pay Nick off with my own money, and that way you won't have to go back to racing again.
Diana, you cannot put too much stock in anything Nick says. He's not exactly known for his honesty and his truthfulness.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see how it could be possible either. I mean, if my family did have money, then why haven't they come looking for me? You know, sent out a search party. Unless
what?
Unless they just didn't love me.
I find that hard to believe.
I can't remember much about my past. I know that I loved a man. I know that he loved me very much. That he's gone. I can't really remember much about my family. Maybe it's because we weren't close, or maybe it's because they just didn't care that much about me.
Well, if that's the case, then it's their loss.
Well, all I know is that even though I don't stand much of a chance making money here as a waitress on this little island, I'm happy. Very, very happy.
I am glad to hear that. Because that is really the only thing that matters in lifetime.
I know. And even if I do find out my true identity, I don't think it'll change much. Because I can't imagine living any other kind of life than the life I'm living right now with you. This is all I need.
See, the baby has fluid in his lungs. They're not as mature as they should be.
Is this from the preeclampsia?
Yes. But we're going to do everything that can be done, Pilar, to save.
My poor little grandson. We just have to pray for him and have faith that God won't take such a little soul.
What a shame. It's too bad it's not Teresa in so much trouble. She's gonna die anyway.
Please.
Dr. Russell, can I see Teresa?
Yes. I want to see her too, please.
Yes, yes, go on in.
Are these handcuffs really necessary?
Yes, sir, I'm afraid they are.
She almost died. I mean, she's not in any condition to escape.
Fact is, no matter what you or the chief say, she was suspected of escaping, and she could try it again.
What happened?
You're back in the hospital. But Dr. Russell said you're going to be fine.
Scared us half to death, you know?
Ethan, where is he?
Yeah, I'm right here, Teresa.
Oh my gosh, you saved me. You saved me and my baby.
Thank God you're gonna be all right.
Where is he? Where's my baby? What's wrong? Where is he? Where's my son?
No, he's right here. He's in the cubicle next to you.
Sita, the baby is having some problems.
They're doing everything they can to save him.
Save him? Is he dying?
But he's got everything going for him, right? They're doing everything that can be done.
We're all praying for him.
This is my fault, Mother. This is
Thanks, Liz. That was great.
Yeah, Liz, you think you can teach me to cook like that?
I don't see why not.
I'll get it.
Thanks. Brian sure seems happy again.
So am I. Thank you again, Liz, for telling Brian the truth. What you overheard between Nick and me.
Well, I didn't want him to think that you didn't care about him.
Still, I know how hard that must have been for you. I know you still have feelings for Brian.
I just want Brian to be happy.
So do I. I care a lot about him. I don't want anything to happen to him.
Neither do I. I gotta tell you, I was really relieved when that owner called to say he didn't have a car for Brian to race.
So am I. Just hope he gives up this idea of trying to get back into racing again.
Good news, ladies. That was another race car owner, and he heard that I was looking to get back into the business. He said he's got a driver that's not working out, and he offered me the car. I'm in.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Right, I hope he didn't accept anything.
No, how did he know about you so fast?
Who cares? I'm in. I've got a car to race. That's all that matters. Hey, you two, don't look so doom and gloomy here. I told you, I'm just getting in for one race. I'm gonna pay off Dinah's debt to Nick, and then he's done. We don't have to deal with him again. Nothing is gonna happen, I promise you.
Okay, one step closer to Sheridan Crane and a beautiful trust fund.
Your guy called Brian?
That's right. He offered his car to race, and Brian jumped at the chance.
How'd you pull that off?
This owner owed me a favor. I just called it in.
So, even if Brian does have a car to race, how are you gonna make sure he dies?
This owner is not above having something go wrong with the car. This is one race Brian will not finish.
I'm glad you find this amusing.
Jimmy's sorry.
Well, you should be. I certainly wouldn't laugh at your misfortune if you were to have one.
I'm sorry. He thought it was funny. Jimmy thinks he's gonna leave for a while.
Yeah. No use missing out on yesterday's news. These papers are probably older than you are.
Jimmy doesn't care. It's better than talking to Julian.
Why?
He's so negative.
Well, forgive me if I find this entire situation completely intolerable.
Jimmy thinks he figured out a way for Julian to make money.
So was my little Teresita. Killed me. Teresa and I may have made love.
You disgusting pig. I could kill you, Julian.
I can't go back to Harmony. Not yet. Can't let anyone know I'm alive. Teresa would try to kill me again. God, I can't go anywhere near that place. Not until Teresa has been executed.
I don't care how crazy Teresa is. Please let this baby be okay.
Hello, this is Chief Bennett, calling about my brother Hank Bennett and T.C. Russell. Yes, I know they were arrested. I want to arrange an immediate bail hearing. I don't want them spending the night in jail. No, it can't wait till tomorrow. Might not even have a badge tomorrow.
This has gone far
enough. Your plan is a disaster. What are you talking about? Teresa is back in custody and Ethan is safe. No, he's not. He could go to jail for helping Teresa. Pilar could lose her grandson and Sam could lose his badge. This has gone far enough. Oh, Ivy, don't go all wobbly on me now. Not when we're so close to victory. Just try and remember that when Teresa leaves the hospital, she goes straight to death row. If my baby dies, it's my fault.
Don't blame yourself.
I never cared about my baby, Mama.
Don't say that.
No, it's true. Yeah, I didn't want the child because it was Julian's baby. And I blamed Julian and my baby for ruining my life. I lost you, Ethan, and I blamed my baby.
Teresa, no matter how you felt, I know you didn't want your baby to suffer.
I didn't even think about my baby suffering before. But now, I mean, I can't lose him. I love him so much. I mean, the moment when I held him, I knew how much I loved him, and he has to be all right. He has to be.
Just don't upset yourself, right? You know Dr. Russell will do everything that she can to save the baby.
What's that? What's happening in there?
Code Blue, we need a neonatal crash cart stat. Hurry, he's flatlined. We're losing him.
My